Perfect. I'll lay down. Hope everybody is doing well. Start the recording just because Facebook's being weird, so I'll probably post the link to this after. I lost myself. So we're kind of doing like, all right, fine. That's what we came here to do, right? We came here to like break that ancestral patterns, crap, whatever.
Absolutely.
But also to like appreciate it, right? Like so in one of the when we did the root chakra, we do a ritual. And so one of it was like seeing how forgiving our tribe, the tribe that we were born into, because if we weren't born into that tribe, we might not be in this moment. We might not have evolved, right? There's so much power that comes from pain, and we just have to kind of pull out those wisdom chips, right? Pain's never going to go away. We're never not going to experience pain. We're never not going to experience stress or, heartache or whatever, but we can navigate it, right? And we can also, I feel like we're coming to a place where we are building these conscious communities, right? Where we can be like, I'm vulnerable right now. I need my tribe to carry me right now, right? Like you can go into our Facebook, our Sonu Yoga page and say, I'm breaking down right now. And that there's 35 other members that are going to be like, whoo, let's lift this, like, let's hold this person, right? That's what we're doing. So all good things. I'm so, and I know that, again, we saw a lot of tensions today on Facebook, and that's why when I was looking at the forecast and I was seeing that today was going to be the most dense day, I was like, okay, that's what we're going to do. That's when we bring in the balance of density. Let's soften it with a community meditation for everybody. So that was there is always a method to my madness, whether I even know what it is or not. All right, let's heal. Let's do some stuff. Actually, that was the other thing. You know what I want to do? So is everybody, which I'm assuming everybody is fine, if I do distance Reiki treatment while you guys are in poses tonight? Yeah, good. Okay. Is there any specific area that you need focused on?
My neck, I think.
Okay.
I'm like sitting like this all the time. Oh,
yeah. Oh no, where are you? What are you, a quarterback? Yeah. Okay. So, what do you have, Krista?
For me, like my upper, like middle back, you know how you were talking about like the space around your heart chakra tonight? Yeah. I was like, oh my God, I totally am noticing like my upper middle back, like between my shoulder blades. I don't know if it's because I'm like hunched over. I like end up doing that on my computer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure it's computer stuff, but I mean, are you dealing with any emotional trauma in that area? Are either of you feeling that?
Yeah.
Heartache, yeah, right. So it's going to come up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been doing really well, but my anxiety this week has been crazy. I just had like a med talk with like my therapist. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, love my life, everything's good, but it's like so intense. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm not doing anything with like presence. I'm very like, spaced out this week. So this is super helpful. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mars, right? And that's what they're doing. If you can, do you journal?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Or if you have like a friend, I asked somebody, Jamie, actually, I'm like, oh, we were talking, and I'm like, do you journal? Go back to September. And she's like, well, I tell you everything.
Oh, that's so cute. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So looking back to September-ish time frame, a lot of that stuff so tomorrow's kind of like the ending of us feeling the effects of Uranus going direct. So, but yes, lots of anxiety right now, because of Mars, a ton of distorted masculine energy. Yeah. And right, if there's distorted masculine, there's wounded women, wounded female energy. So all right, so now, I'm gonna just do a lot, I think, on the heart tonight for you guys. I'll do a full body, and this is, so when I open up, this is going to work live, And it's also going to work replay. So if you want, whoever watches this on replay, or if you want to have a Reiki treatment, whenever, the portal is always open. It doesn't close. So I'm just going to call in angels to be with us. And we have that. And then I don't know, I've got like some grandmothers that are here. So they might be for you, it might be yours. I don't know whose it is, but I've got two grandmothers that are right here. So they're gonna be here to hold the space. They could be future one too, but I'm not. I think Krista, is it yours? Could it be your grandmother? Have I connected you guys before?
Yes.
She seems familiar. Okay, yeah. So she always shows up. Yeah.
Always.
And it's interesting. So if it makes sense for you, or if somebody's watching on replay, they're showing me daisies, like a big bunch of daisies. And I don't really know what daisies mean, but they have like a bunch of them for everybody. So whoever's the other grandmother, they both have daisies, and everybody's apparently getting a daisy tonight. So I'll look what that up means after and see what daisies mean. Okay. All right. So we've got everything. We've got everything. We've got everyone, and we've got our grandmothers. Perfect. So the first, let's just sit nice and tall, and let's just settle in. And let that crown of the head open and expand. Let that tailbone root down, especially with how anxious or stressed we might be feeling right now. Really visualize those red roots that just go through the floor, through the concrete, through whatever, all the way deep down into the center of the earth. And those roots just expand, big, thick roots all throughout the earth, connecting you right to the center, anchoring you down. Good. And with each exhale, just visualize sending whatever anxieties, stressors. It doesn't even have to be anything specific. It can just be releasing that energy in through those roots into the earth to be recycled. Creating that space between the collarbones, so we pull the shoulders back and down. And just landing into this moment. Softening the jaw. Each exhale, just keep sending down anything that no longer serves you out through those roots, and visualize the crown chakra about 6 inches above your head, just opening and expanding. And it opens up till it's as wide as your shoulders. There's this big portal that opens up. And this healing gold light just streams down and comes down through your crown. It goes all throughout your body. This gold light pours in, and anything that's no longer meant to be attached to you energetically, physically, emotionally, gets pushed out through the roots, released into the earth, no longer attached to you. Taking nice, long, deep inhales and exhales. And I'm being told to do this visualization that I did last night. So I'm going to do it again. I want you to visualize in front of you yourself as a child, anywhere from the age of 7 or down. And it doesn't matter what age it is, but under the age of 7, this is when we're the most creative. We're the most rambunctious. We have that energy, that drive, that excitement, right? There's no judgments. There's no fears even. And if any lower vibration memories start to creep in with that, just set it aside, just push it aside. Say no, thank you. I want you to visualize yourself at whatever age that is, full of life, full of happiness, full of excitement. And just watch whatever it is that you're doing, that inner child is doing. Maybe they're dancing or twirling, laughing, skipping, coloring, that pure innocence. As we are in the age of the Aquarius, and with all that creativity, we've suppressed a lot of it. And so we want to bring it back in. And children under the age of 7 have so much of that creativity, creative energy. Now I want you to bend down onto your knee and call that child to you. And look that child in the face and say, either silently or out loud, I see you. I see you. I love you. I love you. You are going to do wonderful things. You are so strong. You are so loved. You're here for a reason. And if the emotion needs to come, let it come. And I want you to reach out and hold this child, embrace them, embrace yourself. Maybe plant a little kiss on the top of the head. And if there's anything you need to say to that child, say it now. You're brave. You're loved. You are important. You have a purpose. And as you hold that child, visualize now that child melts right back into you, brings you right back in. You and that child are one again. Take your hands and place them over your heart. And just let that energy integrate. Let whatever needs to come out, come out. Feel that energy of that child back within you, returned home to a safe space, to a loving space, where you get to work together, reunited in love and light. Take a nice long, deep inhale and exhale. Good. Gently open up the eyes when you're ready. And we're going to reboot your thought patterns. So this is right. If we've had any old beliefs, if we're dealing with any heartache or whatever, and we've let that go, now we want to reboot and allow this to carry on, right? So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to take it like a hangman. And you're going to bring the thumb to the third eye. And then take that right hand and grab on to the pinky. So elbows are out and wide, shoulders are down away from the ears, eyes are closed. Take nice, long, deep inhales and exhales. Soften those shoulders. Soften the jaw, smooth out the forehead. Elbows stay strong. They might get tired. You might get tempted to let them go a little bit, but keep up. We have under 2 minutes left. You're stronger than you think. You're powerful than you may know. You're so, so loved by the divine. So sit in that essence. Allow it to hold you. Allow any troubling thoughts to leave you now. You have less than a minute. You can do it. You can do anything for less than a minute. Inhale deeply. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your face, squeeze your pinky, push that thumb right into your third eye. Hold your breath. And exhale very slowly. Let those hands come down onto your knees. Keep the eyes closed. Gently opening up the eyes. Let's make our way into legs up the wall, or legs up the whatever you have, or if you don't have a wall or a chair or anything nearby you, you can come into a supported bridge. So go ahead and make your way to a wall and or a chair and swing those legs up and scoot your butt as close as you can to the wall or the chair. Otherwise, you can take some pillows or some blankets or whatever and have them right underneath your butt or the small of your back, and lay back. Whatever feels good for you. Get nice and comfy. When we have our hips above the heart, when we come into legs up the wall, we give the heart a rest. That heart tends to work pretty hard. with all sorts of emotions. The jaw is soft, forehead is smooth. With your eyes closed, turn your gaze up to that space between the eyebrows. And there's a piece called trust that I want to share with you. Dearest hearts, how far you have come and what you have endured to be here. You have battled with the darkness at every turn, and you have still remained strong and true to your inner knowing of the divine essence of everything. Even when you were tired and exhausted, you stayed the course. Even in your sadness, anger, and disappointment, you stayed true. Thank you. You have demonstrated your mastery. Never before has there a time of greater need of that mastery. It was for this moment that you were practicing and mastering your ability to consciously hold your divine light and to use that light to shine on everyone you encounter. You are aware that it is your combined efforts, your ever increasing light, that has brought about the unveiling of truth. You are aware that it is your light that will act as a beacon for those who are scared, confused, and wish to respond in fear. You are here for these times. This is your sacred undertaking, a pilgrimage to Gaia, to set her and humanity free. This is the culmination of your work at this level. For the coming level will be a higher dimension. This higher vibration will not require as much effort as you have had to invest up to now. The energies emerging will seem to make your work effortless in comparison with what you have had to invest until now. So know that the good is to come. Indeed, the good is here and emerging. You are the way showers, are invited to a sneak peek. You are invited to dip into these energies and begin using them now. Play with them. One breath, along with the intention to go deeper, higher, truer, broader, clearer. You choose the experience. This will help you access these energy streams and will assist you in your coming relief work. You are here. You have arrived. Let your breath free you and expand you to even deeper levels of expression, alchemizing reality simply through your divine intention. You are the alchemist of the ages. You are now using your divine given wands by using your conscious intention to heal, transform, and uplift. Your divinity is manifested now. You have arrived on your stage. The scene is set, and you are now to play your divinely written part. Trust that you know the lines. Trust that the correct actors will pass you in each scene. Trust that the ending is a happy one. The script is divine. You are divine. The ending is divine. Trust. Noticing when your mind wanders and gently calling it back to your breath. The sensations in your body. Wherever you're holding on to any unnecessary tension, let that go now. And taking a bend in your knees. And slowly bringing those knees into your chest, giving them a squeeze, pushing that low back into the earth, gently rocking from side to side, massaging out your low back. And opening up the arms in a nice wide T, dropping those knees over towards your left elbow and turning your gaze, if it's okay with your neck, towards your right palm, coming into a nice gentle twist. If you want to have anything in between the knees or stack the knees on anything, you can do that. And as we hold this twist, I want you to hold your awareness at that solar plexus. It's about 2 inches above your navel. It's a yellow spinning ball of energy. It's your willpower. It's your authentic self, your place in the world. And offer some new perspective. Nice, long, deep inhales and exhales. Letting go of any tension in your body. Allow yourself to be as effortless as possible. The poses can do all the work for you. You just have to be receptive. Open yourself up to receive. And inhaling the knees and the head to center. And as you exhale, gently taking that twist on the opposite side, bringing whatever props you want with you in between the knees to stack the knees on top of. Soften those shoulders. Soften the hips. Bringing the knees and the head back to center, giving a squeeze, rocking from side to side, massage out that low back. And then making your way onto your right side so that you can come up nice and slowly and mindfully. And get your prop so that you can make your way into a chest opener. I'm not doing the poses with you because I'm sending you guys Reiki. So whoever's scrolling through Facebook and sees me just giving Reiki to a pillow. So bring whatever's behind you and draping the spine over, sending the arms out to the sides. The legs are for comfort. So if you have anything going on with the low back and you want to have a bend in the knees, that's great. If you want to extend the legs out in front of you, or if there's any emotional trauma you want to release in your hips, you can bring the feet into butterfly. And you can, if it feels good, you can have maybe some pillows or something underneath the knees so you feel really supported. You want to feel as effortless as possible. Noticing where you can make yourself 5 or 10% more comfortable, making those adjustments now and settling in. Really just let go. Softening your jaw and smoothing out your forehead. And listening to these words and allowing them to really sink into your heart center. So bringing your awareness to that heart chakra, that green spinning wheel of energy at the center of your heart. Let that open up and expand. And I just want to do a little cord cutting here before I say what these affirmations are. So if there is some type of heartache, or maybe it's just the essence of heartache that's in that you're holding on to now, I want you to take that's a big cord. Take a nice, long, deep inhale and let that go. You can visualize that cord that was attached to that heart center being cut, and all this white healing light is filling into that space. Take a few deep inhales and exhales. Soften any tension. Really melt into your props. Feel supported. You are supported. You are worthy of having support. You are worthy of having true partnership. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of having your heart held. You are worthy to be adored. You are worthy to be cherished. You are worthy to have someone say, "You rest, I got this," and actually deliver on that promise. You are worthy to receive. You are worthy to receive. You are worthy. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to bargain for it. You don't have to beg for it. You are worthy. You are worthy. simply because you exist. Soften those shoulders. Let that heart lift up towards the heavens. Opening and expanding that heart center and allowing it to fill and integrate. Filling with this beautiful healing gold light and integrating in with that emerald green swirling energy at your heart center. And then taking a bend in the knees. Making your way very slowly onto your right side so that you can push yourself up and out of the pose, taking your time. Make your way into a seated position. And before we come into Shavasana, I just want to release any leftover tension that's in the neck. So sit with a nice tall spine. You can plant those hands onto your knees. And go ahead and float that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Keep those shoulders drawn down. Don't let them meet up. So sit nice and tall. And then you can stay here, or you can bring a little bit of movement. So you would look down at the hip and then up to the corner of your room. Nice and slowly, you're going to feel that all along the STM. If there's a space that feels really tight, just pause there and hold into that. Another another thing that you can do if your neck is hurting is to put peppermint oil on it. Or if anyone's having any neck issues. Then make that right ear back to the right shoulder. Soften the tops of the shoulders. And inhale the head back to center. And take that on the opposite side. So now the left ear floats down towards the left shoulder. And again, we're keeping the shoulders pulled down. So make sure those shoulders don't try to help in any way. And you can stay right here. Or again, you can look down at that hip. It's like looking at the crease of the hip and then up to the corner wall. And the movement is very, very slow. there's a space that feels tight, just pause there. Breathe into that tightness. And then come back to that left ear floating down towards the left shoulder. Breathe into that side neck. And inhale, head back to center. Take that left hand and have that up at a fingertips up at a 90-degree angle. Send the right arm out to the side. Facebook can't see me. And then you're going to take that hand and the right hand and swoop it underneath, and then have it so that the palms touch. Keep those elbows lifted. Shut down the eyes, opening up that space between the shoulder blades. Releasing any tension there. Keep those elbows nice and lifted. And then slowly unwind those arms out to a wide T, out to the sides. And then take that right arm, come to that 90-degree angles, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Left arm comes out in that wide T. I'm gonna knock my thing over. Swoop it underneath the elbow, and then the palms touch. Keep those elbows lifted. Take some nice, long, deep inhales and exhales. Soften your jaw. A lot of us tend to have neck pain, and this can be a result from throat chakra, heart chakra. It can also just be that anxiety of bearing the weight of the world on our shoulders. So know that everything's been done. You're okay to take a break. Go ahead and release those arms out to the sides. Good. And then go ahead and make your way into a Shavasana, into your corpse pose. You can lay flat on your mat, or if there's if you want to stay seated, you can, or if you want to come into that chest opener again, whatever feels good for you. I have to pull your energy down from your feet. You guys are going to be floating into your lives if I don't. So let yourself settle. Invite your body to relax into any comfortable position. Close your eyes and let yourself turn inward. Hearing the soft songs of your breathing. In through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the rise and the fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale. Relax into this self-love meditation that we're gonna do. Notice your body releasing any tension it may feel in your shoulders, your jaw, your arms, your chest, your legs, your hands and your feet. And feel yourself settle in deep comfort. Deeper into relaxation as you settle into this self-love meditation. Imagine that you're standing in a patch of soft green grass. You're alone. You're safe. You can smell the fresh scent of flowers and earth all around you. And feel the sun warming your skin. You stand here naked in this safe space. And the air feels marvelous as it dances with your skin. Take a deep breath in, letting the fresh air fill your chest and expand your belly. As you exhale, just let yourself relax a little deeper into this self-love meditation. You see the clouds slowly roll in and feel little droplets of rain starting to hit your skin. The raindrops are just a little cool and so refreshing. So you let your head fall back, your arms stretch out to the side, sink into this self-love meditation and open yourself to receive the rain. And as you feel the raindrops on your body, let yourself receive the words you hear from inside of you, this self-love meditation, and let them shower you with love, just like raindrops. I love you. You are extraordinary. I love your body. I love your laugh. And I love your tears. I love your ambition, your desire for ease. I love your ideas and your kind heart. I love your mistakes and all of your dark parts. I love everything about you. And even though you are constantly evolving, shedding old habits, attitudes, or characteristics that no longer serve you, even though you are always a work in progress, I love you just the way you are. Here you are, beautiful, naked, beautifully imperfect, and covered in raindrops of love from yourself. You are worthy of every word, every drop, just the way you are. Starting to bring some gentle awareness back into your bodies, wiggling your fingers and your toes, gently rocking the head from side to side. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead and extending the legs out, getting a nice full body stretch. Making your way into the fetal position on the right side or the left side if you're pregnant. As always, we go from our corpse pose, which is the death of our practice and the death of what we let go of and no longer serves us. And we come into the fetal position as a symbol of a rebirth. I invite you tonight to set the intention of love for yourself, to move throughout your evening and the rest of your week with love in your heart for you, because you're so worth it. And anytime you start to slip from that knowing, you bring yourself back. I am worthy. I am loved. I am beautiful. I have a purpose. When you're ready, make your way into a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. And take a moment to check in. Just like we do at the start of class. Notice any shifts. As you feel a little bit lighter. Notice the neck and the heart and any areas that felt tension before, if any space has been created. Gathering your hands together in prayer positions that the thumb rests at the breastbone and bowing the face slightly towards the fingertips, giving yourselves gratitude for taking the time for you to heal, to absorb, and to sit in your own love, to receive daisies from our beautiful grandmothers that have been handing them out. Take a moment to cultivate an intention of peace from your heart and send that out through your fingertips. Send that out to the whole world. Every being, every plant, every animal, every rock, every body of water, every blade of grass out into the universe. To every star, every planet. I wish you all peace and presence. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. That was magical. How are you ladies feeling?
So relaxed. I like feel like the tension in my upper back is just melted away.
Good. I did a lot of work. I did a lot of Reiki there.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Sama, how are you feeling?
That was one of my favorite classes. Thank you so much. That was incredible. I haven't cried before, like during a class. Like, I guess, like, anyways, it was amazing. I did cry a little bit, but it felt so good. So thank you. It was very healing.
I did too.
Crying is so good. I legit cry almost every single day in meditation. It's so
Oh,
Krista, I think you cried today too, right? Earlier?
I did. Oh, I did.
oh. I
Good.
love you, babe.
We're
You're
doing
not alone. I'm pretty sure I had an emotional experience this morning too.
Well, that's what I meant. So you had two today earlier.
Oh yeah, I cried twice today while meditating, but it's great.
It's cleansing. It feels so good. Like I love after like I'll be meditating and I'm an ugly crier. Like I want to look in the mirror and see how ugly I am crying just because I'm like, this is fascinating. How can I be this ugly? But it feels so good. Like it's cleansing, right? I love to cry. I used to never cry and now I cry constantly. So good. I'm glad that I made you guys cry.
Yeah, it was great. I needed it.
And
Whatever.
These that are the white flowers, right? With the yellow in the middle.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anybody knows what that. Everybody got like. There's so many days. Right.
That's nice.
I wish I knew what that meant. You know, that's so interesting.
I don't know. I'll look it up after though. But if anyone that watches this on replay can like collect the daisies for anything, let me know. It might just be that, but whoever it is, we've got grandmothers giving us presents. So I just want to take a moment just to thank all of the beneficial energies that were here tonight that helped us and helped me, allowed me to work as a tool and a channel to offer this beautiful healing. We are so blessed. All right, ladies, have a good night. Sunday will be yoga and then, the rest of the stuff. All the things.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Love you both.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.